Now this is called Sentinaire 3. It's the third version of a smart home camera with a very different purpose than what you're used to. Now I got a little manual in the box. We'll look at that. But this camera is way upgraded. It's way different than it's been in any of the previous versions. Off the hop, what I'm seeing, you have tripod or screw-in mount options on both the back and the bottom of this camera. The lens, I can see there's a mic, there's a speaker on here, and I can see a slot for an SD card as well, a micro SD card and a USB-C power port plus a power button on the top. There's quite a bit of mounting hardware. Now, this mount looks every bit as good as other ones. It's a plastic mount, so don't expect a big metal mount there. You get some screws, some wall anchor right there, and you get a USB-C to USB-A and a power adapter in here. Now I want to show you the big point of this, okay? This is intended to be a smart activity sensor. And in a lot of cases, you're going to use it to help people who are prone to falling down, or they might just need a little bit of extra support in their life. What I really loved about this idea at the start is right here on the box. So there's a stick figure being displayed instead of the actual person. And that gives you, number one, a lot of insight into how they are processing information. But it also gives you a lot of insight into the approach to privacy here and security. Now I can recalibrate and I can set regions of interest. So here's the interface. That interface, you can color lines, you can make rectangles. You're able to choose an entrance, exit, restricted region, overstay detection, absence detection. You'll get alerts on the restricted, overstay, and absence areas. And I've been able to break down a region by people group. See that right there? I'm able to say, okay, this is a specific restricted region. I can manually draw it in. And I mean, this is like a coloring book. So now if anyone categorized as a senior, which I have to add people into the app. You can see it right there. As you add people, you take their picture, you put in a picture of their face, and then you categorize them as a senior or staff or a visitor. And I have to caveat what I'm about to say with, nothing is perfect, but this works, and it works really well. It detected me in regions of my kitchen that I wanted it to, and it sent notifications and a playback of the incident. It detected me laying down in front of it, and it sent notifications about my quote-unquote fall. And it detected me waving at the camera, asking for help when I was standing there. It allows me to instantly call through the onboard speaker and microphone and check in with the person on the other side too. And it detected that it was me specifically. And the app allows you to customize what different types of people in the home can and can't do, and whether or not you'll receive notifications based on their activity. And it detected all of this without showing me on camera even one time. The biggest privacy issue with this system is that I had to upload a few pictures of myself so it could recognize my face. That's how it works. The camera detects people by face after you upload 4 pictures at the right angles. Then you categorize them, and then you set the rules for regions and other things like fall detection. Then you categorize them, and then you set the rules for regions and fall detection as well as waving, and then you'll get all those notifications and detections. Now it did all those things, but don't think you're going to cover a huge area with a single one of these and be done set up in 10 minutes. Don't get me wrong, you can set them up in 10 minutes, but you have to think about things like kitchen islands, couches, and more getting in the way of the fall detection features. So I'd say just cover a space like mine with 2 of these cameras and you'll be great. You have a good range of heights to install these at and good tools to make sure your coverage is right. Then you'll have a private, secure way to monitor someone, a way to communicate with them whenever you want, or a way to help them with issues remotely. And here's the craziest thing, because if you get Amazon's Miss A Together feature, then Amazon's voice assistant will respond and ask if someone who's fallen needs help. And it actually works. It requests 30 seconds after you have fallen to call your emergency contacts or call for help, and you get to answer yes or no. So this is a truly smart system. It's truly useful, and I'm truly excited that something like this exists today.
Your device reported a fall. Do you want me to call urgent response? Please say yes or no.
No.